MAW is live from Detroit, Michigan. Tonight, we only got 3 matches for you as we have a bit of a shorter show. But they feature the in-ring debut, singles match-wise, of Julia Madison, the return of the Crimson Belt champion Kimberly Carter, and our main event. 2 young up-and-comers try to qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We're giving them the ball. We'll see what they do with it. As Isabella Ramel challenges Emily Ramon. Let's not waste any more time as Inertia returns. Ignore the Cleveland, Ohio thing. I forgot to change that. Here comes the Crimson Belt champ. Seems like we may have forgotten to turn on the announcer too. I'm so sorry. It's been a while. Well, hello everybody. It's Rich Johnson with you at ringside. Kimberly Carter, who has been out with a myriad of injuries, pardon my voice, finally making her big return on the road to Hell on Earth, the highway to Hell on Earth, I should say. Yes, we are in... I am so sorry, everybody. Let's get on track here. We are in Detroit, Michigan. The question is, who is Kimberly Carter facing in her big return to MAW? It's good to see her again. Try to hear about all those injuries. The hell? I see, Brooklyn. Wait a minute. This isn't what I expected at all. As Julia Madison, who's supposed to be making her singles debut tonight. Was this an open challenge? I have no idea. We're supposed to have 3 matches on this show, and I thought these 2 were supposed to be in separate contests. Maybe this is only a 2-match show, or maybe I got my notes wrong here. Julia Madison, who's had a strange start to her career, debuted in the Rumble, fought in that 4-way tables elimination match a few weeks back at 2 for the show back in February, actually. That's almost a month ago now that I think about it. And now she looks to make her singles debut against the Crimson Belt champion, who is making her return after having to take some time off to kind of heal a bunch of nagging injuries. I don't see anything here that says this this is one of those Eliminator Open challenges or anything. But you have to imagine if Julia Madison beats Kimberly Carter in her proper debut, that she'd be in line for a title match, especially on the highway to Hell on Earth. And we are off as Carter springboard tornado DDT immediately. And a swinging neck breaker. Yes, honey. Showing that she has not lost a step as of yet. Nice drop kick. And perhaps properly welcoming Julia Madison to MAW. Stop to the head. Standing moonsault. Decides not to hook the leg just yet. Kicks. Spinning back kick. Collar elbow tie up. Throws her into the corner. Shot to the midsection. And now off the rope. Referee almost got in the way. Shotgun drop kick. Hooks the outside leg. Only a 1. Julia Madison really gonna have to wake up here. Put in the ring with Kimberly Carter, who is a rookie in her own right. To a certain extent, standing moonsault. A right hand and a chat. Oh! And a slap. Kimberly Carter, code red on the floor. Unbelievable stuff here from Carter at the start. And Madison just going to throw Carter back in the ring. Perhaps get a breather of sorts. And a Carter! You know, we've had a lot of debuts in the women's division over the last few years. And we've seen lots of interesting startups. But I've never seen anything like Julia Madison. Shows up in the Rumble. Didn't win that. Put yourself in a 4-way tables elimination match. Dragon screw. Doesn't win that. Now she's here tonight trying to make a name for herself against Kimberly Carter, and she can't seem to get out the blocks. Nice arm drag there. And when she finally got something going, she did a taunt and got knocked off the apron. And look at this. Side headlock takeover and elbow drop to the arm. Out of 6, collar elbow tie up into the ring. Julia Madison had a little bit of offense there for a second. Face buster. And a kick to the head. Madison's got to do something to stay on top of Carter. They just run into each other center of the ring. I'm not trying to be rude, but Julia Madison cannot seem to get anything going here in this match or in MAW at all. Overhead belly to belly suplex. Stomp to the head. Oh, that's a little bit too much, Kimberly. Uh-oh, Northern Lights. Decides not to hold the pin. And what? Who the hell? Somebody's music is playing over the loudspeakers here. I'm not sure whose it is. Julia Madison! What a knee strike to Kimberly Carter. Did Julia Madison plan that? Like, what was that? She tried. No. Caught up a tie up. And, oh no, not the LED turnbuckle. No. Oh. And now again, I'm so sorry, everybody. My daughter keeps pulling me away. I'm trying to focus here. What a combo! What a combo! Followed by a clothesline. Referee at the count of 5 here. Both ladies may want to watch out for a count out into the freaking barricade now. Out of 6. And another cone right on the floor from Kimberly Carter. I'm not sure what that was. The music playing over the loudspeakers. Yeah, it's almost like Julia Madison had planned that. Into the barricade again. Out of 8. This is, wait a minute. Count of 9. Referee giving Kimberly Carter a chance here. That, you know what? Referee's discretion, I suppose. I kind of wonder that he waited on purpose. Pele kick from Carter after a couple of takedowns. There's 2. No. Madison nearly won this by count out. And now, here we go, eat the feet. Julia Madison having a rough start to her 2026, to her MAW career. There's a cover, there's 2, there's 3. And once again, Julia Madison finds herself on the back end, on the back foot. There's eat the feet, which was the final maneuver of this match. Before Kimberly Carter will pick up the win. It was good for Kimberly Carter though. She looks great. The Crimson Belt champion is back here in MAW, and it is good to see her for sure. The question is, what is her route here? What the hell? Oh my God! Kimberly, look out! Evelyn Quinn! Evelyn Quinn's here! Evelyn just grabbed a baseball bat. Kimberly Carter doesn't see her. She turned around the last second. It's too late as Kimberly Carter now being assaulted by Evelyn Quinn. Come on. This is ridiculous. Kimberly had no idea Evelyn was going to show up. Oh no. Oh no. And a shot to the head with a baseball bat, for God's sake. Quinn steps to the outside. Maybe playing a little bit of mind games with Carter. Throws her on the apron. Oh, come on now. Kimberly, look out. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Throws the baseball bat to the outside. Hits the ropes. Kimberly Carter does not see her coming again. A suicide dive. to our champion. Our Crimson Belt champion is in a lot of trouble here. And another takedown. Somebody's got to stop this. Oh, God. She is in serious trouble. And Evelyn Quinn now in the center of the ring and is so proud of herself. Uh-oh! Wait a minute! Uh-oh! Evelyn Quinn! Look who's back! Evelyn Quinn assaulted Madison Osborne. Back at 2 for the show. About 24 hours after Madison Osborne had won the Royal Rumble, she was attacked by Evelyn Quinn before she went through this change. As she comes, look at this, and Evelyn got out of the ring. Look at this. Madison Osborne staring down Evelyn Quinn. And Evelyn. Madison gets in her face. Evelyn gets in the ring. Look at this, face to face. And Evelyn gets out of dodge. And Madison Osborne daring her to get back in. Evelyn. A tall trying to attack from behind. Madison! Couple of shots! And running knee strike against the ropes. He's daring Evelyn to get to her feet. She's daring Evelyn to get to her feet. And Evelyn blocks that shot. And look at this. Evelyn Quinn is getting the hell out of dodge. Running away from Madison Osborne. And Evelyn Quinn has made it clear. It looks like Evelyn doesn't realize it. It looks like Madison is chasing her. And now they're both getting out of here. We may need some help. Evelyn Quinn trying to get the hell out of Dodge, and Madison is chasing her backstage. Sorry, all that looked terrible, by the way. We got to switch gears here, not to sound like Michael Cole too much. We'll try to get some sort of update on what's going on. You saw, before we cut away, it looked like Evelyn Quinn may have got trapped in front of those equipment boxes, but as we cut away, she, dodged. And she got out of harm's way, I suppose, from Madison Osborne. But they still chased each other towards the backstage area. We don't know much right now, but I apologize. I should be talking about the upcoming match. You just saw it on your screen. It's a Money in the Bank qualifier. So far, only one superstar has qualified for any Money in the Banks. Freddie Voorhees qualified for the men's. He defeated Eric Diablo by countout in a shocker in the main event of 2 for the Show back last month. Or whatever the hell. To be honest with you guys, I don't actually remember. I don't think that's correct. MAW's been scattered in 2026. Point is, Freddie Voorhees, the only superstar to be in any Money in the Bank ladder matches as of now. That's why tonight we have a couple of matches on the line. And what an opportunity is for this young man. Much like Julia Madison, hold on. Ray Diego hasn't had a proper singles match yet. He's been teaming with the Lucha Legacy. And now he has an opportunity of a lifetime to qualify for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Let's see how it goes. Him and Eric Glass should be interesting. Relatively similar styles. Eric Glass can be a bit of a brawler, but he was mostly a high flyer. And Rey Diego, of course, lucha libre. Excuse me. So we'll see how this one goes. Who is the second man to join Freddy in the men's weight event ladder match? Diego going to try to show up and show out here tonight. And he throws Diablo, or Last, out of the ring. Excuse me. What the hell? A little early on. Diego! Tope con hilo! Over the top and takes out Eric Last. And this is awesome chant already from the crowd. Half and half? Where'd that come from? A half and half suplex. And now a go behind. Maybe I've underestimated what kind of wrestler Rey Diego is. Because he is just taking it to Eric Last. Multiple time champion in MAW. Spanish Fly! Standing Spanish Fly from Diego. Rey Diego was really taking it early on. Standing Shooting Star. I did say show up and show out. I did not know I also meant show off. Couple shots to the back there. Down goes Eric Last. To the top goes Diego. The newcomer luchador, honorary member of the Lucha Legacy, to the top. And, oh, misses that launching missile drop kick. Well, it was more of a front drop kick, I suppose. Last of her trying to get these kicks in. Diego blocked. Couldn't block a forearm. Northern Lights either. Speaking of Lucha Legacy, congratulations to Hosakai. Y'all missed it at 2 for the show. He became the new Ultra Violent champion. A bunch of kicks from Last. So can you imagine he's Ultra Violent champion? Can you imagine Diego qualifying for Money in the Bank and perhaps winning May 16th or 17th? Oh, what a knee strike from the top rope, a knee drop, if you will. Kind of adjusted midair. Now he gets those kicks in and the spinning knee. Now Last showing that experience. I think Diego caught him off guard. I don't think he underestimated him, but oh, there's that vintage MAW knee. He decides to hook the leg. That's very smart. There's 2, and Diego manages to survive. I'm being told that security is doing their best to keep Osborne and Quinn apart. I don't know if you can keep them apart. Both men off the ropes. Oh my God! Discus forearm. I don't think his elbow collided with Diego's jaw. Last now, arm twist super kick. Shades of Booker T. Couple of right hands. Oh. And now a stomp to the midsection. Last a few years back, changed his arsenal up a little bit. Power double tie up. Off the ropes. Drop down. Oh, and a shot to the midsection. Nothing fancy. I said Eric Last can be a high flyer, doesn't have to be. There's that forearm. He can be a hell of a striker. And I'm not sure who he was going for with that knee drop. Maybe just got excited and wanted to do a little jump. And now stomping the mud hole. And perhaps walking it dry. 316 Day was this past week. Look at this. Oh man, now going after the knees. Stomping on both legs at the same time. Diego didn't appreciate that. A couple of forearms. And now look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Got them all twisted, tied up. My goodness. Like I said, he got them all tied up there. Last didn't appreciate that one bit. And oh, what a knee strike. Oh. And just take this opportunity real quick to let everybody know that next week, assuming MAW happens next week, MAW will be live from Milan, Italy for Madness. That's right, we're still doing Madness. Madness in Milan takes place next week. Gonna be a hell of a show, I'm sure. We are tonight from Detroit. I know I forgot to fix the graphics still, and I apologize for that. Uh-oh, look out! Down goes Eric Last. And Diego trying to take this one home and qualify for Money in the Bank. Not yet. Diego runs across the ring. Big clothesline. Lots of distance to cover, and he managed to do it. Referee running around with a scalded dog. Crowd seems to be behind Diego. He's an exciting young superstar here in MAW. He could be one of the futures of MAW, along with his partners. That's another standing shooting star press, Guillermo Gutierrez. There's a cover. Only a 1. And now goes for a suicide dive. Emphasis on the latter word as he crashes and burns. Up face lock. Suplex. Spinning back fist. Gets pushed off. This is either man's match at this point. He's got him on his shoulder. What's he going to do here? A version of the JTH. Knee collides with Eric Glass's skull. And Diego trying to catch his breath. There's been a war. That's what it means now to be Mr. Money in the Bank. Only one Mr. Money in the Bank has ever failed. Since technically last year wasn't Money in the Bank. Crossbody from the top rope. There's 1. There's 2. And no. Last year was a Collier Shot Battle Royal. Both of those competitors were unable to become women and men's world champions. When it comes to Money in the Bank, the women's has a 100% success rate. The men's only 1 failure ever. That was Random Lee. Oh, and a kick to the head. Diego got a little too excited, a little caught up in the excitement with the fans. Running knee strike in the corner. Face wash boots. Uh-oh. Off the ropes. And he boots him right in the face. Well-educated feet of Eric Glass. Oh, and a kick to the leg. And now Diego to the outside. Both these men spend a hell of a lot of the time on the floor. Doesn't help you any. Tope con hilo. No hands. No rope. Diego used the rope to launch himself. Glass just dives over it. Tell you what, put a mask on Eric Glass or just send him down to Mexico and he would be an incredible competitor for any Hispanic Mexican Lucha Libre promotion. He'd fit in like a glove. Knee to the face. 3 count of 5. You can win by count out. And maybe that's what Eric Glass is going for. Diego's been a hell of a competitor. He's just hitting him in the face as many times as he can with his knees, his feet, his fists. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I'd rather he got a pinfall. Oh my God, look at this. Look at these forearms. Somehow Diego survives and strikes back. Uh-oh. Look at this. Fujiwara armbar. You gotta be kidding me. Well, look at this reversal by Eric Glass. Look at how he gets out of that. Such a unique competitor, low drop kick. Now could be setting up for something big here. And whoa, got him on his shoulders. Maybe a little bit of payback. The GTH. The same move that Diego used at one point. There's 2. And Eric Glass will join Freddie Voorhees at Money in the Bank. An incredible matchup. Here was this forearm combo. I don't know how Diego survived that, but he did not just survive the GTH. Eric Glass and Freddie Voorhees, the first 2 competitors for Money in the Bank. Congratulations to Eric Glass, but I'm being told that we need to cut to the back. We have an update on everything going on with Evelyn Quinn and Madison Osborne. Congratulations again, Eric. Hello everyone, Johnny Gomez here. I know this is supposed to be a shorter episode of Inertia, so I don't want to take up much of y'all's time. But due to everything going on with Evelyn Quinn and Madison Osborne, I have decided to put them in a match next week at Madness in Milan. it will be contested as a street fight, since these two cannot seem to keep their hands off of one another, and they want to keep swinging, and trust me, they want to use weapons. Now, when next week arrives, I would like both competitors to have a stipulation in mind. The match stipulation is street fight, but clearly these two will not stop. So whatever either one of them want, I will gladly have them. Johnny, shut up. Johnny, let me talk. You know what? It ain't gonna take long for me, Johnny. I know what I want. Madison, when I beat you next week in Milan, I want to be added to the Women's World Championship match at Hell on Earth. Oh my God. My mentor, JT Anderson, he did the same thing last year. He knew he deserved to be in the world title match, so he earned his way into it, and then he walked away with the title. And I want to do the same thing. Madness 2025, my mentor beats Randy Mann in a last man standing match to make it to Hell on Earth and become the champion. Madness 2026 in Milan, Italy, I beat Madison Osborne in a street fight to do the same thing. See you next week, bitch. Well, talk about an update. Johnny Gomez officially makes the match for Madness in Milan next week. Madison Osborne versus Evelyn Quinn in a street fight. And he said both women can come up with an extra stipulation. Madison, we haven't heard from yet, but Evelyn interrupts Johnny, and she's made it clear she wants to do what JT did 1 year ago. She wants to defeat the winner of the Royal Rumble and enter the Women's World Title match. That is insane. Madison Milan, I know we haven't had a lot of time to build it, but that's a hell of a match. I assume that is going to be the main event. And speaking of main events, and speaking of the women in the main event, it's time to find out who the very first woman in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match is going to be. And look at Isabella. She was the former Miss Money in the Bank before MAW had to go through a big reset. In her mind, she feels like she's defending her honor as Miss Money in the Bank. But remember, it was announced by Johnny Gomez that this is a reset in 2026. Unlike most years and most Money in the Banks, Isabella Ramel currently holds the briefcase. But it's time to crown a new Miss Money in the Bank. Will it be Isabella or will it be this woman? No. Emily Ramon had a hell of a 2026, even was in the running for the Women's World Championship at one point. And now she has to defeat Isabella Ramel in our main event. Well, it was meant to be a much shorter episode of Inertia than normal. But it's been a hell of a night, really. Sorry, but I got distracted for a minute. So here we go. It is main event time. These young up-and-comers, I don't want to call them rookies anymore, but they have an opportunity to shine. Nice high cross body. Right into a cover. One. No. Isabella going to have the speed advantage. Emily going to have the strength advantage. Just being stronger doesn't always guarantee a win. Right hand. Shot to the lower back. throws her over the top. And oh, lots of these matches have been spending a lot of time on the floor. Hangs up over the top, and it looks like we're not going to change tack anytime soon. He's fine. Now from the top rope. Whoa! I'm not sure what position she got in there, but a blockbuster to the floor and another right hand. Nothing fancy, which has been the story of the match. Or of the night, I should say. Everybody just kind of fighting to get what they need. Well, Isabella may have been going for a dive. Instead, she does a springboard tornado DDT. Saw that in the last match. And then does a dive, and Emily just swats her out of the way. Not how you want to start a match. For sure. Again, so far, no one has qualified for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match yet. We just saw Eric Last qualify for the men's, as has Freddie Voorhees. There will be 6 competitors in each Money in the Bank ladder match. One on each night as we, again, reset the table here in MAW. And oh my goodness. I don't know if it's because of Freddie, because he won that match by countout. Maybe that's why so many people are fighting on the floor. You know, countout victories are possible. Even though they're rare here in MAW. Facebuster. There's a cover. Only a 1. Isabella got in mind here. Nice flipping senton. And Ramon trying to get to her feet. Ramel, neckbreaker. Right hands, raining him down, raining him down. There's a shot off the ropes. Low drop kick right to the knee. Springboard tornado DDT again. Yeah, he just grabbed him. But her right hand missed it. Emily was not all the way up yet. Didn't sit up, Brooklyn. And big flying forearm. Catches Isabella off the ropes. Knee drop to the face. The powerhouse has regained control. Another knee drop. The power and size advantage. Like I said, it doesn't always help, but it certainly can. Isabella dodges with a right hand to the midsection. No. DDT. Plants her. There's a cover. Only a 2. Very back and forth. These two both debuted in the same Rumble. And now off the ropes. They seem to learn each other very well. Harasses against her against the middle rope. And kicks to the lower back. Uh-oh, look out! Flying elbow drop to the back. The small of the back at that. That'll do it. Isabella doesn't think it's quite time yet. And slams her head off the mat. Isabella continuing to try to keep on the pressure to keep Emily down. That way the size advantage won't matter. The size and strength advantage. Front drop kick off the top rope with those heels. You got to imagine that hurt, but oh, maybe it just made Emily mad. That's totally possible. But Isabella again continues to surprise us. Code red holds the pin. Referee trying to get in the right position. He does, and it's a 3. The woman who came out here with the briefcase because she believes she should still be Miss Money in the Bank will continue on that momentum perhaps and go back to Money in the Bank. It has been a night for the women's division for sure. And now Isabella Romel, the first woman to qualify for Money in the Bank. Oh no, I'm being told we gotta cut backstage because of course we do. Oh, for the love of God, Evelyn suplexing Madison. They're in the parking lot. They are literally fighting in the parking lot. We've got to get somebody back there For goodness sake. Something's got to give with Evelyn Quinn and this assaulting nonsense. They have a match next week in Milan. Someone's got to stop this. For the love of God, now what? The hell is this about now? Jesus Christ. I guess we'll see y'all next week. I'm being told we got to go.